Hey guys, this is Sundrops, and if you are ready to recycle your old paper towel and toilet paper rolls and also make a cute little craft, which is a party favor if you're having a Halloween party, which is, by the way, my favorite holiday, so then we can make this. Alright, so what you will need is obviously paper towel rolls and or toilet paper rolls. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some ribbon, any kind of ribbon. You're going to need some tissue paper. Actually, purple would have been really cool, but I just had black. And you're going to need some paper, preferably some kind of scrapbook paper because it's got really cool designs on it. I happen to have this little packet because I love scrapbooking as well. You're going to need a glue gun and whatever you want to put inside your little treats. Okay, so I will put a very small amount of hot glue here. And see, just in the time that it took me to do that, it already started to harden up. But no worries. And also, please be very careful with your fingers. It is, any of you that know hot glue, super hot, very easy to burn yourself. Okay, so you roll it up. You can also cut it if you wanted to save, you could cut it right there, but I have no use for this tissue paper. And I'm not making a lot of them. If I were making a lot of them, I'm just doing this for, demonstration. But if I were to make a lot of these, believe me, I'd be cutting it and saving as much as possible. So, just so that I don't burn myself, I am going to put it on here, and then I'm going to roll it on like that. So what I did was I actually put it on the tissue paper, and then I rolled it onto the toilet roll like this. Alright, so as you can see, it's a little off-centered, but that's okay, because as long as you can tie it at the end like this, you're okay. Alright, so this is what you need your little ruler measuring device for. So like I said, this is 4 inches. So what I did, you decide which way you want your paper. I know they have really cool different, like ones with skulls, and some are like little tombstones. They have all kinds of little crafty paper. So what I did was I measured 4 inches. I just did the line right above 4. Get my handy dandy Sharpie. And I did it in 3 spots just so that I would know. And of course I'm doing this on the side of the paper that does not have a design on it. Now I'm just going to use it as a straight edge, because once again, once I start cutting, I don't want it to be off. I don't want it to be lopsided, because then it's just not going to look right at the end. Especially if you have a certain design. This one wouldn't be too bad, but you want it to be as even as possible. Now I'm just cutting it right along the line. Pretty simple. Once again, I do the same thing. I'm going to, this time I'm trying to feel so that it is pretty much on the edge of the toilet paper roll. And make sure that you don't start rolling it and it doesn't start going crooked. Alright, and this one I am going to cut. I mean, not exact. I'm still going to make it a little bit. Okay. So, once again, get your glue. A little bead of glue is all you need. You don't need to use a lot of glue up for this. And just hold it down for a second. Okay, now we're going to close it up, and I'm going to hold it with one hand, put my little bead of glue, and I am going to push down on that one. So now I am holding that one as well. Look at my lovely nails. They're atrocious, but whatever. Okay, so you are basically done at this point. You use whatever ribbon you want. What you do is you can close off one side. So I am going to just pinch it and twist it. Doesn't have to be anything extreme. And then on one side I did a bow, the other side I curled the ribbon. So it's just a matter of preference how you want to do it. Also the ribbon, if you wanted to use whatever ribbon you want, orange. Usually, you know, it would be orange or it would be purple or some Halloween color, black. But this like holographic ribbon, quite frankly, I had left over from Christmas, and it kind of goes with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and go the easy route and curl this one. And since that one is too long for my taste, I'm just going to chop it. Alright, so now what you would do is fill it up with goodies, pinch it and twist it. Now, here's another little idea that you might want to do. If you do happen to have a hole puncher, which I do, but I just thought of this, what you could do is that little extra piece of paper that you had, you could just make a little square and punch a hole in it, run it through the ribbon. Actually, I'll do it with my scissors. There. Okay, so just imagine that was a hole puncher. I don't feel like looking for mine. Okay, so what you would do is you could just thread this, of course, easier said than done. Now I made like a little fold, as you could see, with the little extra paper that I had. Now, what you could do with this for your guests, I was just thinking, and actually, that's just my kind of thing that I would do. When you fill this, since it's traditionally trick or treat, you know those fake, cockroaches that they sell at the Halloween stores? Oops, I just pulled down a little too hard. Don't know my own strength, but okay. So anyway, you know those cockroaches that they sell at the Halloween store. Well, I was thinking this is something I would do, because I, quite frankly, have never made these for little party favors, but I think I'm going to make them this year because I really like them. And they're inexpensive, other than depending on what type of paper and how many guests you have. It's really tissue paper is cheap, the ribbon is cheap, and the toilet paper rolls are free. So basically what you're spending the money on is the paper, the outside, which you can use construction paper. But anyway, you can write trick, you can write treat. If it's a trick, then you could put little cockroaches or eyeballs or little fake mice or like the little spider rings or something. If you put treat, then you could put candy inside for them. And if you decide to write trick or treat, then you can make it one or the other or a combination. I quite frankly like the idea of putting trick, treat, and then maybe having some that say trick or treat so that they don't know what they're getting inside. They'll probably be sitting there shaking it to try to see what they have. But there's a little idea I just thought of because I think it would be pretty cool. So looky there. You got this cute little party favor to give away at your next Halloween party. Or it would be pretty fun to give these to the kids to take to school for their classmates. And there you go. You have a simple yet really cute Halloween craft that you can make from recycled items. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of this Halloween craft. And I'll be back with more crafts. Alright, bye guys.